Hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm doing good. Just getting set up. I literally just came on. How are you doing? Right. That's all working. And right. Cool. Good to go. Oh, it's good. Same shit, different day. I don't know why, but it's like I don't like being in the dark. Whatever. Oh, you started a brand new job. Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah. Well, jobs take time to love and get used to. Yeah, I know. Same shit every day. It's life. It ain't shit right. But what can we do? Yeah, that's how it is. Shit, so, I don't know why, but it doesn't make. I don't know why it doesn't look brighter today. It's weird. Hmm. Hey, hey, meow. Somewhere, yeah, yeah. Okay, that's too much information. Celtics run the world. Celtics are the hottest team in basketball, and the Celtics beat up your team, the LA Fakers, last night. You seen a bunny 3 times today. Oh, okay. In your yard. What color was it? What color bunny? We had a big gray bunny here. It was huge. I haven't seen him in a while. I hope he's all right. A light brownish color. Oh, cool. Yeah, Faker Nation got slapped up last night by the Celtics. Yeah. Celtics run the world right now. Let me see. Okay, the spiritual meaning of seeing a brown rabbit is brown rabbits. What do you mean? Of course, blah blah blah. It's a symbol of new beginnings. And you're probably seeing them because it says that because they're almost having babies, so they're probably looking for a place to have babies. So they're trying to probably have babies in your yard. But it stands for good luck, fortune, They represent good traits like they like to see in your life. A brown rat teaches you to make a quick escape from danger. It shows that true challenges in your life have no real obstacles unless you allow them to be. I like that. Don't let there be obstacles unless you want it to be. See, look, now you said I look brown. Oh, God. Now she tells me she's colorblind. I can't, man, with these people. I tell you, I don't know what's going on in this world today. I really don't. I don't know what it is, but do I look like dark or something? Oh shit! Oops. Let me turn my light on and see if it works. Oh, here we go. Or black. See, look. Well, obviously. Peanut butter cup. You can go ahead and ask your question when you're ready. That's better. I can see now. I looked a little bit too dark. I don't know why, but whatever. Yeah, you don't want to see a pink rabbit or a dark rabbit. Rabbits come in all sorts of colors, but I saw a big ass gray one here, and apparently my neighbor said that it escaped from his the house that it was in. So I told him that I saw it the other day. He's huge too. That's probably the biggest rabbit I've ever seen. He must be eating good because he's big. My nephews, they had a rabbit. My sisters, my other sisters, 2 boys, they had a big ass rabbit called Smokey. He was gray too. He was huge. When they went away, I fed him. I was feeding them. They got me to take care of them when they went away one time. That was about maybe 10 years ago. He's cool. Don't let him out, Uncle Mark. Make sure he doesn't escape. I said, he ain't gonna escape. I'll smack him. I'll grab him by his ears. Don't grab him. Don't. I used to tease him all the time. Yeah, sure, whenever. That's what I'm here for. It's all good. I was gonna ask you a question in your room today, but I got there too late. When I came on, I was like, fuck, oh well. All right, you want to know about Marco? He's a friend from years ago, ups and downs, different perspectives, haven't spoken in months. Last night I had a vivid dream of him, and I've been thinking of him all day. I guess the dream was about sex, probably. That's why you're thinking about him all day. See what happens when their names are Marco, Marky, Mark. You know, this is what we do to people. Thank God my parents didn't name me Marco. Mark's bad enough. Mark. Shut up, girl. Don't tell nobody who you're fucking. Sorry. All right, let's see what we get. I'm gonna tease. What's up with you not getting no sex with these guys? What's wrong with you? All right, let me see. Usually when somebody dreams about you, it's because, or you dream about them and me, it's because they're thinking about you. Marco Carlo, that's Marco Polo. Thanks. Yeah, it's actually a pinwheel hat. See, it's got black, pink. I haven't worn this hat forever. All right, this guy Marco, I think that he's like, hey Nicole, how you doing? Thank you. I think this guy Marco is probably thinking about you because you show up here in the cards. He's thinking about you, and right now he's like restrained because of other people, and he probably was like thinking about you about something. Um, Looks like this guy is like a generous person. He's kind. Um, Probably gave you a gift or something like that in the past, or just did a favor for you or something like that. He's the type of person he would do a favor for you. Or this could be like him thinking of asking you for a favor, or vice versa. But the reason you thought about him is because he was probably thought he was thinking about you. Because I got the mutual thinking here, or him thinking of you. Um, but right now in his life, he's not getting what he wants. Like he's lost his faith. He's restrained from other people. He's sad. He's in like kind of like trouble, and I think it's because of like a woman that's around him. Could be like it could be like a not a relationship, but like his mom or sister or something like that is in trouble. So he's like having to, um, get with the program and deal with his life and his family and things like that. But I feel like you dreamt of him because he was thinking of you. So maybe you were the type of person who had a good conversation with him, or maybe because you went through family issues with your mom and stuff like that, he probably was like, yeah, you know, you went through it, so maybe I should ask you how you dealing with it. I think it's something to do with that. Yeah. So it's like I think he thought about you and you dreamt about him was because of you have a situation that he knows about and he's going through at this current time. So that's why you thought about him. But otherwise, that I just think that he's going through some difficulties with his mom or sister or somebody. It's not a love thing. It's more of like a family issue, I think. But that's why he thought about you, and that's why you dreamt of him. Hey, free little piggy, I'm doing great. How are you? Good to see you. Sure, no problem. His energy towards you is like he thinks you're impulsive. He thinks that there's like no union between you guys. Like they're arguing and thing. He still feels that way. He feels like he's always right and you're not, and he just anticipates you saying, "Yeah, what the hell do you want?" or "Why are you calling me?" or "Why?" If he were to reach out to you, he'd think that you're like, "Oh, you want to call me because you need me," or something like that. I can see you saying that too. But, he thinks that because of those difficulties you guys had between each other, he probably says, "Yeah, well, I'm probably not going to call her because or contact her because she's probably um, you know going to tell me about myself." Yeah, I get that. I get that here. Like he honestly thinks that he's right and nobody else is right except for him. And the reason for that is because like he thinks highly of himself. He thinks that his shit don't stink, which is cool. Some people have to think like that. He may be conceited at times, but I don't think he's gonna contact you or anything like that because he feels like, oh, if I reach out to her, she probably wouldn't even give a shit. So that's what I get on him and his energy towards you. Like I would say, like he doesn't even give a shit. Like, well, the thing is, some people never learn, and some people are just like that. I just finished telling my sister before I came on here that her husband, soon to be ex husband, isn't going to change. And he proved that again today. So I tell people all the time, you only change if you yourself want to change. And people ain't going to change because you point their changes to be brought to the table out. They don't give a shit. Because if they don't really love you and care about you, they're not going to change for you or change with you or try to change to be what you want them to be. You know? Yeah. That's just it. And it don't make sense trying to change somebody or wanting somebody to change because it ain't going to happen. It will happen, but, you know. There you go, Mike. Well, I've said this story a million times, and I'll briefly say it again. 5 years ago, I woke up out of my bed, and I had like this moment, and I was like, and when I wake up, like I have a mirror, like a closet mirror door, and I looked at myself, and I said, Mark, you're 40 years old. This is 5 years ago. You're 40 years old. You need to fucking wake up. You need to stop doing this, stop doing that, stop doing this, stop doing that, and let's fucking make shit happen. Like, you know, that's change your life and see what happens. I used to smoke weed every day. I used to smoke cigarettes every day, and I used to drink occasionally. And hang around people that, you know, were needy, always needed me. I didn't need them really. I'm an independent person, but I'll help you. But if you don't do fucks for me in return, then we're not going to be pretty much friends. But that was my mentality all the time. Like, I don't care. I'm going to do what I want. Fuck it. And that's it. I pretty much, like, I broke up and broke off my relationship at the time. That didn't work. And I was like, you know, I need to change my whole life. And here I am, 5 years later. Never went back to that life ever again. And I've evolved every year. Just keep my faith in myself. Some people say there, oh, God this, God that. Yes, yeah, of course. But I'm talking about you. You have to, like, look at yourself in the mirror and say, look, you gotta fucking wake up, make shit happen, stop bitching, moaning, crying, and, like, you know, just do what you have to do to make yourself happy. Once you're happy, then you're gonna attract happiness to you. And then once you attract happiness to you, life becomes so easy. And then it becomes to a point where you're like, I'm satisfied and I'm happy with myself. So when somebody tries to come into your life, you can see right through them, or you can see right in them. You got me? But people just don't understand that concept yet. Because the real pandemic in this world is how stupid people are. And that's the problem. And I tell people, if I can do it, then you can do it. Right? Even this stuff. I tell a lot of people, if you like reading cards, you think you're a psychic, you see things, you hear things, then that means you should do it. Get a channel, do it. You never know who you're going to help. You never know how you're going to feel when you do it. There's a lot of things that people do and regret not doing before they die or before it gets too late to their minds. It's never too late. Like, just do what you have to do to make yourself happy. That's my advice for everybody. All right, Becca, you said you don't have a specific question. I'm thinking just a general for the rest of December this month. All right, cool. I'll get to you now. And you don't have to be at like a certain age. Yeah, I'll get to you, Nicole. I'm got a list here, so as I go through, I'll call your name. Okay, sweetheart. All right, so Becca, let's see your next here. Meow. You're welcome. All right. Rebecca, look at this. The Empress and the Emperor. All right. I got the Empress, the Emperor, and the Seven of Cups, Six of Pentacles on the bottom, right? And it's all upright. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I think it is and what I believe everything is in a general, overall nutshell. So from now to the end of the month, you're going to be working on yourself. The women around you will guide you in the right direction. Your influence, your feminine influence will influence the women around you, and the women will also influence you, right? This also means mother. You are a mother, so your motherhood will also be in high demand. Obviously, with the holidays coming up and probably school getting out, you're going to be mommy, mommy this, mommy that. This also means, your mom in spirit helping you, guiding you, being an influence, showing you action. Just the Empress to me means a million things. But it also means that you are motivating yourself to be the perfect mother, the perfect partner, and motivating yourself to be the perfect woman in your mind, right? But how the cards are lined up here is, this could be you thinking about a person, a man. You could be thinking about this emperor, this guy that you think is right for you, but it's a fantasy. It's an unrealistic attitude or imagination, or you're daydreaming about what it would be like to be with this emperor, this person. Now, this person could be older than you. This person could have a lot of power. They're very accomplished. They're confident. They're mature. They might have their stability on a high level. So you like that about this person. But at the end of the day, it's something that you're wishful thinking. You're wishing that this could possibly happen between you and this guy or man or whatever. And it's just but then again, you say, well, this person, is impressive. They appear to be cool, but do they really have the substance that I need? Are they really who they say they are, or are they really about the life that they say they live? And this is somebody that you could know, or you want to know, or this is somebody that you know of, and you're like, well, I don't think we're gonna work out because it's wishful thinking. It's something that I fantasize about, or I want, or it's a wish, but I'm foolish to think that anything will even happen. So you could be thinking about that. Now, this also could mean that your brother, also in spirit, and your mother are helping you realize that the fantasies and dreams that you have, and your wants and needs, can be met if you allow them to give that to you. So this could mean numerous things, and because I know you, I'm going to tell you what I see in all angles, so it makes sense in every way. Because the emperor also could mean your brother, could mean your father, or just a male influence. You could be looking at this male person that you like, that's a good friend of yours, that helps you, that guides you in the right direction, that somebody who you might look at as a brother or a father, or just a person that makes you influence. But at the same time, you got to get out of your head. You got to tell yourself, look, I got to stop daydreaming, thinking about this, wishing that shit's going to happen, and actually get off my ass and do something, or actually make things happen and see how am I going to deal with this person, or how am I going to get myself to the reality of what I want, instead of, thinking that it's just a wish that ain't going to happen. And lastly, this Six of Pentacles is you receiving gifts, you giving gifts, and also you getting some type of material gain. Like if you're buying things, you're gonna have the money to buy it. You're also gonna be kind and like give somebody gifts as well, or you're gonna be generous, or you're gonna get favors, especially through money. So during the next 2 weeks, you might get a lot of readings, a lot of like, questions, a lot of people, coming to you and giving you, money and things like that to get questions and stuff like that. So you might be very busy as a psychic. Yeah, the Seven of Cups also to me like is not so, like it is that, but I look at it as you kind of also you're a person that you want to appear like you have everything, but really you don't. But you're not gonna say anything because it's how you feel inside. Like you really want something specific, but you know that you can't have it now. So you don't want to appear to be like a delusional person. So you're going to be straight up and say, look, this is what I want, but I'm going to manifest it. I'm going to work on it because I know it's just a dream. It's a fantasy. But at the end of the day, I know what I have to do. So I'm going to continue to be myself and I can still daydream. Why not? I can still be in my head because I can. So it's all about you. I feel in the next, from now to the end of the month, it's like work on yourself, and your women friends are going to help you out a lot. Like, and the men friends you do have are also going to be an influence, because that Empress and Emperor is both sides, men and women, helping you, getting you to a good point in your life, or like if you need advice from a man or a woman, you'll always get it. So, and it also could be you like wanting to have a relationship, but realistically it's not going to happen right now or happen this month. And when Christmas comes, people always think about shit like that. They're like, see, I'm alone, I don't have nobody, I wish I had somebody with me. But at the end of the day, you know if it isn't that way, then it's not going to be that way. The Seven of Cups is telling you pretty much you can stay in your head, but make it realistic instead of a fantasy. Nicole, you can ask your question now. You're next. I actually have a few people here. I have Nicole now. Then I have Tammy, and then I have Stephanie. So that's the next three people. And thanks, guys, for being patient. I'll get to everybody. You're welcome, sweetheart. The reading looks good. It's just, keep an open mind, and if you need help, the help is there. That's what that's telling you. To get the Emperor and the Empress together is a serious, like, powerful bond. It's like, hello. It's very rare those two come up like that. And they were facing each other too. So that's the cool thing about it. And that's why you saw the bunny. See? The reading makes sense about the bunny now. See? You'll be all right back. All right, Nicole, you said, what's coming in love relationships? All right, let's see. All right, Nicole, you want to see when you asked me about love relationships, I need to know, do you want like a man? Right? So I can say, is a man that Nicole is a man, if you want a man, obviously if you desire a man, I need to know that you want a man. You know what I'm saying? So I can see if I can find a man here in the cards for you. Okay, cool. Clarify that. asked, in the next 2 months, is there a man coming toward you for a love relationship? And it's telling me not right now and not in the next 2 months. It's telling me that you are doing what you have to do. You seem like a very understanding, friendly, loving, caring person. You have the sincere interest in being with a man and being together and being loving and meaning and expressing your love. You have the ability to do so, but you might say to yourself, well, if I find a man, I have prosperity, but I'm not happy though. I wish that I can. Hey, Miss Sanchez, how you doing, sweetie? Try not to like think about it as, oh, if I'm wasting money, or if you are like wasting money, or you're using like spending money a lot, then that's something that maybe you can work on in the meantime, is your finances. If you have good finances, it's just because you might say, "Oh, I haven't. My finances are good. My job is good. I'm good. I just wish I had a man." And the reason for this, I think, is because you're making it difficult on yourself. You're making it difficult, and I think that you're on your mind as well, and you might be depressed sometimes, saying, "I wish I had a man." Wish I was in a relationship. I also feel like your past is kind of, I wouldn't say haunting you, but your past has affected you from finding someone, because you might be worried about finding another idiot or another person that's not going to give you exactly what you want or you need. But I would say keep putting in the hard work for yourself. Don't be depressed. Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about anything else. Focus on you. You got to focus on yourself. If you keep focusing on yourself, then I feel like you attract the right person. And I tell a lot of women, if you want a man, you have to meet the guy halfway. All because you're a woman doesn't mean that you don't have to say hi first. It doesn't mean that you say, "Hey, I'm interested," or "Hey, are you single?" There's nothing wrong with that. It's 2022, going 2023. And if a woman approached me and said, "Hey, cutie, how you doing? What's your name?" I'll be like, "Oh, okay. You're about that life." So, it's, things like that. If you think somebody's cute or you like somebody, there's nothing wrong with a woman approaching a man. A man will respect that. You're not looking desperate. You're not going to look like a hoe either. It's just the way if you approach it right, obviously don't stick your, things in their face or something like that. But, come across, in a nice way, and maybe you might get lucky. That's my suggestion to a lot of women, because it's not just a man's job to do that shit. Don't ever think that. Because a lot of men are fear of rejection. And I know women do too, obviously, but as a man, a lot of men fear rejection, fear going up to a girl and say, "Hey, are you single?" She'll be like, "I got a boyfriend, leave me alone." You'd be like that TikTok video where the guy says, "Excuse me, ma'am," and the girl's like, "I got a boyfriend." He's like, "Oh, I don't care if you have a boyfriend. I'm just saying you got a flat tire." She goes, "Oh, well, can you change it for me?" She goes, "Tell your effing boyfriend." See? Every time I see that video, I laugh. I was like, "Yeah, you see, you being a little biatch. That's what you get. Now you change your tire of your own damn self. Look at your fake boyfriend now." So the moral of that story is, don't miss out on an opportunity. Like, even in February, I would say like there's still not going to be nobody worth your time. There is a guy here, but he doesn't seem like he seems like a player, or like a guy who has multiple women and just would want you on his list too. So you might encounter somebody between now and February that's a player, and you'll see right through him. Don't give him the time of day. All right, we have enough of those in the world. But Nicole, I wish I had better news for you, but you can change that news to positive news if you work on yourself. Keep your standards high. But you know, if you're interested in somebody, it doesn't hurt to say, "Hey, what's up?" You know, hey, listen, if I was there, I'd take you on a date. All right, that's all I'm saying. If I was near you, I would say, "Hey, Nicole, let's go somewhere and do something." Okay, I would, and I've never seen. Well, if Dave is a player, then I got a guy here. It could be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Doesn't have to be, but it looks like there's a guy that like and he's a player. He's got like other women around him, so it could be that. I don't think it's Dave, but I think it's somebody that you'll meet. I didn't get that Dave was a player when I actually read him the other day or the other times. I think it's just somebody you're gonna meet, but you're gonna see right through. Yeah, you're welcome, and thank you as well. Tammy, you are next if you're here. But like I always say, I'm single too, and I keep working on myself every day. I always, work on myself. And I suggest everybody to work on themselves. You can be the most beautiful woman in the world and not have a man. You can be the most handsome guy in the world and not have a woman. It's just life, you know. So my suggestion is just keep working on yourself. All right, Frito Piggy. Oh, okay. I have been patient with my person regarding regarding him sorting out his situation. I have decided to cool things off a little. He is not letting me go and reassures me his love is serious. He needs more time. You're hoping that your situation is not a seven of cups fuckery. Okay. You know, this situation reminds me of a lot of people. You know, a lot of people are doing this year where they need time and they need time. Time waits for nobody. I don't know why people can't be multitaskers. I don't understand that. I have no problem multitasking. I don't understand it. All right. Well, I don't get nothing bad. There's no seven of cups. I got the Emperor, two of Pentacles, three of Pentacles, seven of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles here. I feel like this guy is a genuine person. I got the Emperor here. When the Emperor shows up, it's somebody who's confident, somebody who's somebody who has power, influence, stability, somebody who's like a leader, and also, a person that you obviously care about. I feel like this person is working hard or they're in high demand and they have like worries, troubles. They also are concerned. They have to change and face, the reality, and they're finding that the situations they're in is difficult. So he is in a difficult situation. He is, sorting things out. He wants to. He is worried at the same time because he thinks something new is gonna come up. Um, as far as him not letting you go, I feel like that's true, and I feel like I feel like he's serious, but I don't see you here. See, that's the thing. He's more serious about his life situation, his situation at hand that you're telling me about. And I feel like this situation is worrying him and concerning him because he knows that um, he has to be busy. He has to do, if this is something to do with work, then that's what this is like uh, telling me. Like he's a person who is in high demand. Like he has to work. He has to be at this place that he's at. Or the situation is also affecting his work. So he doesn't want to lose his job. He doesn't want, he worries too much and he's concerned. And he's also concerned about money. With this seven of Pentacles at the end, I feel like he's a person who makes money and has a good job, but it's a work in progress. You know, he's still like worried and concerned that something else is going to come up or he can't get over the situation that he's in now. See, I asked how he feels about you, and he doesn't want you to like, yeah, okay, well, yeah. There you go. About how he feels about you is he's trying to find a balance and he's trying to find like what to do. Yeah. How it's like, see, I don't even get any feelings about you here. I just get that he feels good when he's around you. He likes the affection he gets. He wants to maintain peace with you, but he has no solution to his problems. So he knows it's going to be more difficult. And he's thinking that you're going to be like biased and say, you know what, if you can't sort your shit out, I'm leaving. So right now, he's worried that you're going to go. He's worried that, your judgment of him is going to get in the way. And he's going to be like, yeah, fuck it. You're going to be like, the hell with this time, I'm gone. So that's why, like, I don't really see like a serious love thing here for you. I just think that he's shitting himself because he doesn't know whether or not he's going to even get to the point of loving you and being with you in a serious relationship because he's at a stalemate right now. He has no solutions to his problems. But I feel like the only thing that's on his mind is work and money. He wants to get, he's too worried and concerned. I feel like the only thing on this guy's mind with the Emperor there is like he has to work and he has to get everything he needs and wants. So he's probably saying to himself, I gotta get this house, I gotta get this. I have to get all these things that I've paid for through this divorce. And that's why you're not showing up in the cards. Because he's so focused on his work, his money, and his divorce that you're not even in the picture. You're not even in the cards. Nowhere. I just feel like he likes the, maybe affection or the peace that you bring him. You probably like ease his mind maybe or get his mind off things for a little while, but then he'll go right back to being like, I'm worried. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. What is my life gonna be? All that type of stuff. So I don't know. I don't really see no love type of stuff here. But it's up to you if you want to wait. But I don't see nothing being solved anytime soon. And divorces take a long time sometimes. I know people who go through divorces that it takes, a little while and, a long time. But I don't see nothing like concrete here that says, I love Tammy and you're my life when I fucking get a divorce. I don't see none of that stuff. Yeah, I don't blame you, Tammy. I really don't blame you. There's no time to wait. You got to move on. And, I hate to say things like this, but I'm going to. But when you deal with people who are getting a divorce and not actually divorced, that's like a scenario that nobody deserves to be in. Unless you were the person that he cheated with to get the divorce. So then it'll be worth it because that's the person that you cheated on. So you're gonna stay with the person, obviously, if you love him or you obviously did all that to get rid of him, to get rid of the divorce and stuff like that. So that's something that is up to you. But I don't see anything changing. I don't see it getting better. That's for sure. And I asked how he feels about you and don't even tell me. So there is no significant thing there. So I hope that helped. I wish I could have gave you better information as far as that stuff, but I don't see nothing there. I think it's all about him. I think he's one of those guys that is like it's all about me until I figure it out. Now once I'm done, then I can have somebody waiting for me, and that'll be great. I'll corrupt Tammy in the meantime. So that's what I see like here. He's just hoping that you wait, but as far as like I love you and all that type of shit, I don't really see all that type of stuff. People use that word very disrespectfully these days. And I'm gonna explain to everybody: when you tell somebody you love them, it doesn't mean disrespect them. It doesn't mean lie to them. It doesn't mean treat them like shit. That's not love. But people just don't understand what love really means. All right, let's see what we got here. Stephanie, are you here? Okay, Steph. I got your question. Let me check. Well, I would say that they're not back with their ex, but possibly talking to them, but not back with them. I don't think so. I think that both of them don't want each other back because they know that they'd have to do something that they don't want to sacrifice. I just think that it's the holidays, the holiday season, so they must have had some type of memory around this time, so they must be talking about it or saying something about it, or they could have just contacted. It could have been like a birthday of one of them calling each other and or something like that. But I don't think they're back together. No, I think that the guy knows that the woman's dishonest and not trustworthy, and the woman looks at the guy as somebody who holds back himself from doing shit because of other people, and he's also lost his faith and not ready. He knows that going back is not going to be rewarding for them. So I would say they're possibly talking to each other, but I would say not back together with each other. I don't see that. I just think that they're maintaining peace with each other for a certain reason. Like if they have kids together or a child together, they're just maintaining peace together just for the holidays. So that could be one scenario. The other thing that I can think of is, they must have said, "Hey, happy birthday," or something like that, or "Hope you have a great Christmas." And then they talked, and then that was it. There's no sex. There's no getting back together. I don't get none of that stuff here. I just think that, they maybe possibly just talked and that's it. But as far as back together, I doubt it. I doubt. Like Stephanie in the next, like, I would say 2 months or so, the guy, I think the guy in this situation is like, the guy is like kind of like, maybe I would say hopeful that she'll take him back or she'll be with him, but she don't want him back. So if that makes sense, that's another thing that I see. And I still see family things, like if they have a family together, or maybe the family maybe want them back together, but the woman is like not wanting to go back. I feel like the woman is like crazy, or she's vengeful, or she like doesn't want to forgive the guy. And it could be where the woman wants the guy, but the guy's like, no, I don't want you because you're vindictive and you're vengeful and you're malicious, and I already know who you are, and you're not going to trick me to get me back. But I feel like one of them might want it back in the future, but in the next 2 months, but I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't think it's going to happen because I got the woman here reversed twice. So the woman in the situation between the two does not want the situation to happen. Hey, Marcia, how you been, sweetheart? Next I got Peanut Butter Cup. You go ahead and ask your question. You're next. So Stephanie, I don't know if that made sense to you. You're welcome. You're stressed, but okay. Well, at least you're okay. Stress is a normal thing these days. I know it sucks, but I think everybody has stress at some point from someone, or just stressed over someone, or just dealing with bullshit. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. Oh boy, sister love. All right, let's see. Might be in your mind. Didn't you say she's like a Libra as well, like you? She's a Libra as well, or she's like an air sign or something like that, or Aquarius? I can't remember. I can't remember one time. Yeah, she's a Libra too, right? So you're both Libras. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. I got a good memory. Um, I would say that she's not really. I would say she's not jealous, but she knows it'll be difficult for her to like launch that project or try and launch a new thing because she thinks it'll be too difficult for her, or she'll be too worried or concerned if she's actually going to like make it. You know what I mean? Um, she thinks that, oh yeah, if I were to do the business, I don't think I can do it as good as my sister, or I don't think that I really want to do that because I know that I have to change this or do that or do this or do that, and it's going to end up being difficult. Um, and she knows that she's your sister, and I think that she probably would like. I don't know if this sounds right, but I think that she would probably um, feel better if you said for her to like you know be in the business with you or like do it together, if that's even a possibility. Because with this three of cups here in the middle, it's like she thinks that she can make the business better or do good with you or partner up with you, but she thinks that you probably wouldn't want that, or she doesn't want that. But because of the past situations and the difficulties you guys have had in the past, I don't think that she'll like, I don't think that she even wants to get involved in that type of stuff. I think she's happy where she is and what she's doing. So I don't think that she's jealous, um, or even try to create her own business. I think it's probably all in your mind because it probably passed. Yeah, see, that's why I don't see that happen. I think she's happy with her business, and she probably like says to herself, maybe I wish I think that she's and maybe you think this, that you wish that you can do a business with her, or she wishes that she probably can do, not even wish, but like she probably like would like to do a business together, or like do like a business with her friends. So if she has like a woman friend or women friends that she's with, she would rather do it with them than do it with you, or she would rather do it with you and not them. Like it's vice. It's like it's up and down here. Yeah. All right. Let's check. Now I don't see her starting a cheesecake business. I really don't see her doing it. At least not in the next 3 months. I don't see it happen. She doesn't think it's beneficial for her to do. She doesn't think that it's gonna work out. She thinks it's too slow or it's not gonna make enough money. That's what she thinks. Yeah, but I don't see any jealousy here, to answer your question. Like I don't really see like jealousy. Yeah, well, see that's the thing. In years time, it's that's why it didn't show me anything, because in the next few months it's not gonna happen. Yeah, so that's why it makes sense, because I don't see her doing that no time soon, if at all. Yeah, I don't see her being jealous like that, and I don't see her like creating her own business and trying to make it hers. I don't see her doing it right now. Nah, I don't think so. I didn't get any of that type of behavior or type of vibe when I look at the cards. Especially like doing the business. Hey Ninja, how you doing? Good to see you. So yeah, I would say, don't worry about that. It's not really a thing. But like I don't know how close you guys are, but I think that I think that she probably has friends, girlfriends like that she would rather like be in a business with than you, or she would probably be like, I would like to invest in the cheesecake business with you, but I don't know how you would react. Like if she were to ask you like, let me get in on it and help you and like help you with the business on the side, or help you sell cheesecakes, or help you do more and help you do it, she would probably, I don't know if she would want that, but I think she does, but she doesn't know how you would accept that. You probably like, you ain't getting in on my shit. Hell no. So she thinks you're gonna be like, hell no. I don't want you, on in with me on the business. It's mine. Or maybe you would like her to be with you, but she won't. So it's like, it's a vibe I get there, vice versa. So I don't know. That's what I see. And if it isn't you, it's like another chick that you would like to be helping you, or if you have somebody helping you make the cheesecakes, I don't know. Could be like other women that help you guys. Yeah, it could be that as well. But to answer your question, I don't see the jealousy, and I don't see like anything bad happening there. I'm doing good, Ninja. I had a good day so far. Having a good night too. Hope you are. Good. Yeah. Hey Shakima, how you doing? Okay, Marcia. I was trying to read what you said. I was scrolling up here. This shit is independent work. You making it? That's good. Good to hear. Okay. Let me read the question here, Marcia. All right. Oh, I wanted to sneeze, but I ended up coughing. That was weird. And my dog snoring in the background. If you hear these snoring noises, it's my dog. Okay, she's right here. Look, see? It's her making the noises. Her stomach was going, and then she's like making all these grunting noises. So it's not me like doing certain things, okay? It's the culprit right here. All right, let me check. Yeah, and then see here, look. You heard the snore? See? That's her. She snores so loud, it's unreal. If you don't see her in the background, like, and people will be like, this guy's stomach's going crazy, or is he farting or something? What is that? There's spirit in the crap background. I swear I'll be upstairs, right? And I sleep upstairs and she stays down here. And I'm upstairs and her snoring echoes right up to my bedroom. And she's like super loud. I bet you I don't even snore that loud, and I haven't heard myself snore, but obviously, nah, she just goes to sleep all the time. All the time. All right, okay. I'm telling you. It ain't easy, you know? She makes these crazy noises like, like you see shit on movies and stuff. OMG. It's Psychic Gem. How you doing, beautiful? You all right? I haven't seen you forever. How you been? I don't know what it is, but I've been seeing like all my old friends have been coming in here. It's heartwarming. I bless you all for coming, always coming in to see me. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know. I remember last time I spoke to you. I think it was you were talking about some family stuff. I hope everything's all right now. Uh, yeah, I've been coming on like almost every night, pretty much. Almost every night or every other night, I'm coming on around this time. So yes, especially Granny Ninja. You know, it's good to see all my old friends. Marcia. Um, well, that's good. That's good. That's good, Psychic Gem. That's good, Gem. All right, Marcia. What I see here is they are like they know that they're unwanted, and they know that there's no solution to the difficulties that they're about to deal with. But I think that they confess that they do that to management, um, or management is like checking it out. I think it's more of a money thing and a situation where I don't know if this makes sense, but if Janine is a loyal worker and she comes to work every day and she does her job and she makes the place money and she does what she does her job, you know, then they like can't really, fire her in their eyes because she makes money. She gets, she does her job and then that's about pretty much it. Um, so they kind of think that there's no solution to the present difficulties. Like they don't know what to do. They don't know whether or not to. They just probably told her about it, and then they just say, if it continues, then we're gonna have to, you know, find you somewhere else or do something else. But it's nothing major here that I see that the management will do to her. I don't think they're gonna fire her. I think they're just gonna tell her, look, you need to find a solution to this problem. You need to do something. You need to like uh, keep doing your job. If you don't, then we're gonna have a problem. But I think that uh, I think because she's consistent and because she's like loyal to her job, they have nothing ready to do. Yeah, that's why like I don't see nothing really major, and that's still like a while away, like 2 weeks. She calls in a lot, so maybe that is like the only thing that they can pretty much say. But if she takes her sick days, there's nothing they can do by law. Because here in Bermuda, I don't know how it is there, but here in Bermuda, it's like if you have eight, you're allowed 8 sick days a year. So if she's been, I don't know what it is, and for every job, I think it's different, or every country or whatever. But if she's taking her sick days, and there's nothing really they can do. Let me just see something here. Like they think that by like you're asking me like what are their feelings about you going to management about them. So they kind of think that they think in their minds that it's not going to make any difference. They think that they're still going to be there. They're still going to do whatever. They're still going to be and do whatever they want. Like they feel like they can't do anything to them. Like you saying something to managers is not going to affect them. That's what they feel. They don't even feel like like you're bitch for doing it or you're wrong for doing it. They don't even feel that way because they honestly feel like they're not doing anything wrong. And she probably thinks that because I do my job, then how are they gonna fire me? And Arthur also thinks that the same way. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong. What am I doing? I'm spending money here and I'm here, so why am I worried? So they kind of think that nothing's gonna happen to them. The only thing I see here is that they feel kind of stuck, like they don't know what to think and they don't know what to feel or they don't know how it's gonna all pan out. But they're not fearing the worst, to be honest. It's like they almost don't have any shame, Marcia. And that's sad, but that's what I get. Like they don't even have any shame in their faces or in their minds that anything is gonna happen. Yeah. Like I don't even on the 27th when they have this meeting, I don't think they're gonna do anything to Janine. Like I don't think they're going to they're gonna tell her that they're not happy with this situation and they're disappointed, but they're just gonna say, hey, look, like if you are the senior out of like obviously I think you're older than her, right? And you've been there longer. So like because you're like the long-term employee and the long-term person and you're older, I think that management's gonna say, hey, look, you need to fucking respect, like, she's older, okay. So if she's older, they're gonna say to her, look, act your age, and so if you started the same day, then it's the age thing where she's gonna say, look, you're older, be more mature, and you both need to get along. You both need to do what you have to do. I think it's just being. I think it's on the 27th. It's just going to be a lecture from management saying you two need to, grow the fuck up, do what you got to do. I think it's going to be appointed to both of you. Yeah, so there's not really much of an age difference there. 7 years ain't that much. Um, but I do see like both of you here, and in the middle, just management telling you, look, you guys need to, yeah, I think that they're gonna say that, but whether or not it complies, then it's another thing. Bye, Ninja. Take care. You too. Thanks. Appreciate it. So, Marcia, I would say that on the 27th, when that meeting actually occurs, it's going to be a bitter experience. It's going to be like you're not going to be happy of the outcome, and you're probably going to be disappointed. And I think management is also disappointed that you had to go through this and tell them shit, like. Yeah. I just think that because they're shameless, Marcia, that nothing's gonna happen to them. Because if they're not breaking the law in any way, then they don't really give a shit. And if there was, they probably still wouldn't give a shit. Yeah, I think that he's gonna continue to cause difficulties. He's gonna like trying to deceive you. He's gonna try and he's trying to like make losses occur. Like he's trying to make you lose something or just be in a state of mind of loss. Like he knows he can't really like get you fired or do anything to you. He knows like that you're of worth at the place. But I still see difficulties like him wanting to inflict difficulties and just trick you and try bullshit So everything you're saying is coming up in the cards pretty much. Like, the difficulties are there and causing problems. But I don't think that management is going to solve it, to be honest. I think management will be, okay, let's talk about it. Let's do this. Let's do that. I think you're going to hash it out and things are going to be said. And that's it. Yeah. Right. And I think it's going to continue to like try and, annoy you in some way. It's almost like they want to try and get rid of you and make you submit and make you leave. And you're going about it through management, which is the smart way and the way it should be. But they're not going that route. And they'll probably deny everything you say, and they'll probably be like, yeah, whatever. So until management actually sees the truth, yeah, I keep, I can see that that's what they want to do. So I think they're gonna continue to try and break you down and try and like make you feel like you're the problem and try and make you think that, yeah, you need to go, not us. Like we run this shit, fuck you. So it looks like they're gonna continue to be delusional and do whatever they want. And I don't think that there's gonna be any repercussions for them even after the meeting. But I think that management needs to look into it and actually see. I don't know, like sure there's cameras everywhere. So if the cameras see things, then maybe, like, what I would suggest. That's why I was gonna say to you, what you could do, Marcia, if you have a notepad and a pen handy, like with you when you're working. I know you probably have one for work, but have one for your personal stuff too. What I would suggest you to do is, okay, good. So you just took the words right out of my mouth. Okay, well, there you go. I think until they look at that and analyze the situation, okay, that's even better. I was going to suggest you to do that, or if you have done that, I think that's the only thing that's going to save the situation. But I just feel like it's going to take a little bit more time for them to analyze the whole thing, if that makes sense. So I would say that's going to be the thing that saves you, is doing that. Is showing them all your evidence, all your proof. Show all the things that how it happened. So I think that's gonna be a disappointment when they see it and say, you know what, look at this shit. We got to deal with this immature crap, or we got to deal with this. But I just don't see like them firing her or like getting rid of Arthur. I don't know. I just don't see it for some reason. I think they might have a word with them, but I don't think they're gonna like go as far as getting rid of them. Like there has to be some type of physicality or, violence or something like that for that to happen, which I hope never happens. But you know, well, that's the thing. A liar is gonna stay a liar. A liar just has to remember their lies, and even if they don't remember, they're gonna deny it anyway. Um, but they're gonna get karma, obviously, eventually, and I believe they will, Marcia. I think it's just a matter of time before something, significant happens where you don't have to worry about them anymore. But I think that they're focused on getting rid of you. Yeah. Well, I believe in karma very strongly, and it's happened to a lot of people, and a lot more people are on the list. So The more stupid shit people do, the more stupid shit's gonna happen to them eventually. Excuse me. But I think that that's the case here, and I think that management is going to, analyze it, look at it, see what's happening. They're gonna be disappointed. They're not gonna be happy, but I think it's just gonna be a little pep talk, and that's it. And then it's just be like, let's get on with it, and let's check how it's gonna be after the meeting. Yeah, see, after the meeting, they're gonna see what Arthur's done, and they're gonna see that he can't control his emotions and his immaturity, and they're going to might tell him, look, you need to take a break from around here, or if you do come in here, we're gonna be watching you, so don't do anything stupid. I think it's gonna be mainly focused on him. And I also feel like they're gonna see them trying to they're trying to take advantage of you or do something to you, or they're going to recognize the deception. They're going to see the bullshit. And I think it's going to be based on Arthur more than Janine. I think that management's going to say, hey, look, you need to stop, acting petty or doing stupid things. You need to control your emotions. You need to deal with yourself, or else you can't come in here. And you're going to they're probably going to put him on probation maybe, or tell him, look, you need to stay away from here for a little while, or if you do come in here and you act up again, then you're probably going to go. So I think the meeting is going to be based on him, not her. I think Janine, they're just going to slap her on the wrist and say, you need to behave and just get a life and stop doing stupid shit and leave Marcy alone and go about your business and stay over your side and be an adult. But I think they are going to penalize Arthur in some way. So that's good. Just see how it goes, Marcia. But I think that from what I see, management will take action, but not as much as you might want them to take. I don't know. I just don't see them actually giving a big deal as far as Janine's part, but Arthur, I think that they're probably gonna say more to him. So we'll see. We shall see, Marcia. Hopefully it works out and you don't have to deal with that shit anymore. Okay. Well, I feel like after the meeting, there's going to be some resolution as far as Arthur's concerned, but I still think that Janine's going to get a little slap on the wrist and just a warning or something like that. I just don't see it being too much of a big deal with her concerned, but him, yes. But that's good though. At least one of them is going to learn their lesson, and then the other one will just be informed of what's going on and how to act. But it's good that you have proof, and it's good that you have, everything on your phone. So it's a good thing. So if you have evidence, that's good. If you have proof, that's even better. And just see how it goes. It's crazy because a lot of people were that are doing crazy things. They're starting to get their karma. They're starting to get what's coming to them, which is nice, but also, stay humble at the same time. Hey, Jan, how are you, sweetheart? How you been? Hope you're better. Yeah, do that. And just stay positive in the meantime, Marcy, and just know that you've done what you had to do. Enjoy your vacation and enjoy your time off. When you go to the meeting, the less you say, the better. Just put everything on the table you need to do, and just let the proof speak for itself. That's all you can do. Um, just don't argue. Don't like give in to their stupidity, and just let them talk, and just go about your business. Proof is all you need, and if you have that, then you're good. I actually thought it was later. It's like 11:20 here. I thought it was actually later. It feels later. Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad, Jan, that you're actually, somewhere safe, and you're actually. I remember you said you was actually going to be, out there, in a worse type of scenario. But I'm glad you're at a shelter, and I'm glad you're doing good. That's all you can do while you're at the church. Just pray, and the Spirit and God will hear you. Trust me. They'll find you a better situation. But I'm glad you're okay. Really glad you're okay. I'll give you a card, Jan, if you want. There you go. This is your card, Jan. I have faith in myself. And this card says, I trust myself completely. I have no doubt about where I am and where my power comes from. My power is incredible because it's the power of the artistic creator, the power of life. It's the real me. So there you go. Spirit's telling you that you have to have faith in yourself, and then everything else will just work its way out. And keep telling yourself that you are the power. You will show your power, and you'll have the power to create something and make something happen. So I know you're walking that tightrope like this kitty cat, but you're not going to fall. You're going to be just fine. You'll make it to the other side. And if you're here now talking to me, that's a good sign. Because last time I spoke to you, you wasn't doing that great. So I'm glad to see you. I know God's got your back. That's why you ended up being at that church and that shelter, because you're there for a reason, for protection. You're welcome, sweetheart, and I'm glad you're okay. Oh, that's all right, Jem. I was busy. It's so good to see you. I'm glad you're okay. Let me scroll up. You said, I was trying to read what you said earlier. Yep, still 2 kids, no contact. My youngest and I, good though, so that's something. Oh, that's good. Me, I've been up and down. Me personally, I'm okay. Just my youngest sister, she's going through, well, she's about to get a divorce, and it's my sister that lives next door. So it affects me because I live here, and I've watched her struggle with her husband for years. She's given him a million chances, but the last 2-3 months, she's like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm done. I've tried everything. I've tried to change. I've tried to, do this, do that. So she just pretty much said, to hell with it, and she's getting rid of him. So they're just waiting for the divorce to happen and see how it goes. I'm actually happy that she's getting a divorce. I know that sounds not so great, but I am happy she is because she'll be much happier, and I know she'll be free of his toxicity and his stupidity and his controlling and everything else. And the kids are taking it very well because the kids see right through him, and the kids don't really care about him like that because he never really gives a shit about the kids anyway. So, you know, absolutely, Jan. Absolutely. You'll be fine, sweetheart. Just keep your faith in yourself majority of the time. Yeah, I think that next year, this time, we'll all be having a great Christmas and won't have to worry about him. Oh, yeah, that's definitely the situation. Well, he blames her because she's the one who went through with the divorce. Like she actually, made the initiative to make it happen. He was always threatening her with the divorce, and my sister finally gave him one. And then when my sister said, "Okay, it's done. I'm gonna make it happen," then he changed his mind. He was like, "No, no, no. I don't want to get a divorce." No, 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 no. So my sister's like, "It's too late now. You're a joke." Hey, Bronny, how you doing, sweetie? It's sad because they've been together for 24 years. They've been married for 20 years, but they've been together for 24 years. But like I said to her millions of times, from day one, you knew it was a struggle. But the good person that you are, you tried to see the good in him. But as the years went by, you saw more and more bad than good. Yeah, I'm actually proud of my sister. I don't really, hug her or like show her any type of affection, but I gave her. That's my dog snoring, by the way. She's out of control right now. Like I can't even hear myself talk because she's like snoring like crazy. Hey, calm down over there. Hey. Oh my gosh, she's still snoring. I'm saying, hey, hey, hey. She ain't heard nothing. Um, but anyway, yeah, she did find her strength. She did, come through. She, she's just, had enough. I'm supporting her 100%. I gave her, a big hug the other night, and she was like, "I can't believe you just hugged me." I said, "You know why? Because you need it. You need my support. You need everybody's support. I'm so happy everybody's supporting you. It makes me happy. All your divorced friends are helping you and getting, guiding you through the right directions and the right steps because this is all new to us. My brother's been divorced for 5 years, but his situation was different. Like, his wife cheated on him. His wife was a hoe anyway. So, and his kids were happy that the mother left. Didn't even speak to her. She's with her boyfriend, still with him, and her life's not that great either. But the kids evolved. My brother's kids, they evolved. They are so much better now than they've ever been. And they keep telling me, Uncle Mark, the best thing that ever happened was my mom and dad got a divorce because now us and dad, we're in a way better place and we're doing absolutely great. And the sad part was back in September, my brother's oldest child went 18, and she stopped giving child support, like to the child to him, and she says, "Thank God I don't have to give him no more money because he's 18." This is your mother saying, "Thank God you're 18. I don't have to give you no more money." But she still has to give money to the younger one, which is 16. Great mom that would say something like that. And guess what happened to him? Guess how God blessed him? He had a part-time job and he was trying to get a full-time job because he just graduated. Right after she said that to him, 2 days after his birthday, his job called him to the office. The boss called him to the office and says, "Hey, look, we're going to give you $24 an hour because you're a full-time worker now, and we're going to give you a full-time job. And when my mom told me that, I was like, see, that's how God works. You thought you're a corrupted mother, you're a POS, and you thought you was gonna, like, oh yeah, he's not gonna get my money. Fuck him, he don't speak to me anyway. Look what God did. God said he don't need you or your money. We're gonna give him a full-time job because that's your karma to shut you up. Bye. That's why God is real, and that's why God is great. But see, people just don't get it. That's how life works. When someone toxic is out of your life, someone new comes in and takes over and makes everything better. And that's exactly how it is. Even if someone new doesn't come, a new situation happens to you to show you that you didn't need that person. Yeah, it is. See, like, never gave you child support. Yeah, well, the thing is my sister's husband next door, he's about to give, he's when he starts giving child support, he's gonna see what life is really about. He don't know nothing about paying for things all the time. My sister always did everything. So when he has this divorce and he loses this house and he loses the respect of his kids and he has to pay, he's gonna see what life is really about. And that's the karma that people get, by being assholes. Hey, White, how you doing? You want a message so I can give you one? If you're still here, just let me know. You're still waiting for yours, yeah? I know, it's not easy, Jem. Okay, White. Okay, White, this is your card. It says, I am perfect just the way I am. This card says, I don't need to compete with anybody. I don't need to compare myself with anybody. I don't need to live up to an image of perfection. I just need to be me. There you go, White. That's a beautiful card. Little doggy there. Everybody needs to say that. I am perfect just the way I am. And if you believe that, then all you got to do is be you. Yeah, Jem, I don't know. My sister is going to have a easy healing period because she's already changing. She seems so free. She seems like she doesn't have, him burdening her, because they're separated now. They still live in the same house. He's still living here, but he's living over the other side. And she's obviously, in the bedroom, but he's not. But he's starting to see, he's trying to get her back, but it's too late. She's like, you know what? I'm done with you. I don't even know who you are anymore. And unfortunately, he's so stupid, he doesn't see it. And then he'll say, oh, I'm sorry, I won't do that. And then the next day he'll do it again. So it's like delusional, crazy, and I don't know. I don't even know who he is anymore. I've known him for 20 years. And this year has been like the worst year I've ever seen him in my life. I don't even know who he is anymore. Honestly, it looks like he's been possessed by the devil. But he's always been a compulsive liar. He's always been like the guy who lies all the time and you can never trust him. He has his moments where he's okay, but I don't trust him. I don't even like him. I live here in the same, I live in the apartment. He lives in the main house with my sister and the 2 kids. But I don't even associate with him. I don't even care about him. I don't give a shit about him. I just care about my sister and my nephews. But this year is like the worst I've ever seen him in my life. Like he's out of control. He's just I don't even know. He seems like somebody took over his body, to be honest. Like I just don't know who he is. But The things he does is still the same he did 10 years ago. And the only person he can blame is himself. Yeah. Okay, Brownie, I'll give you a message. Thanks. Yeah, God's gonna protect. God's already opened my sister's eyes plenty of times. You're welcome, White. All right, your card, Brownie, is self mastery begins with self awareness. You see the woman looking at herself in the mirror. And the message here is with awareness, I know that I can change my virtual world by changing what I believe. What is real, I cannot change, and it doesn't matter what I believe. So, what is real. You can't change real. You have to recognize real and deal with it. Yeah, Jim. He's like, one day he blames her, the next day he blames himself, the next day he blames her friends, the next day he blames me, the next day he blames himself again, then he blames his mom, then he blames his sister, then he blames Lord knows who. And then he goes around telling everybody that he's living in a garage. My wife doesn't let my kids speak to me anymore. Like it's all lies. So my sister called him out today. You're welcome, Brownie. My sister called him out today and said, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, like what the hell are you doing? Like you're lying to everybody and you're making this worse on yourself." And then he apologizes and says, "I love you. I can't take this anymore." Like a little bitch, like a little baby, not even a baby. He's a man child. And it's really, really sad that, yeah, it's really sad how these men are, because I can never do that. Like, it doesn't make no sense to me. I can't act, I don't know what type of behavior. Yeah, maybe it is narcissistic, but I just don't get it. Like, if you love somebody, you don't hurt the person. You don't disrespect the person. What fucking part of love do you not understand is love? Love in your mind is not saying it, Love is doing it, showing it. Saying it is easy. Showing it and doing it is a whole nother level. And that's his biggest problem. He's never been an affectionate, loving, caring husband or dad. Me and my sister have raised those kids. And they are young teenage boys, and they are beautiful boys. And they've done really good in their life so far. And it's because of me and my sister, not because of him. So that's why he's pissed, because he's watching his world crumble. He's watching his life slip out of his hands. He has no more control. He has no more power. See, because everybody used to do what he wants, and everything's his way or no way. And then my sister was like, "You know what? Fuck you. It's my way now. You can go to hell." And the kids are like, "You know what? We're old enough. We're not dealing with this shit no more." I've been the only consistent one through the last 20 years since I've known him. From the day my sister married him to the day today, December 14th, I've always been consistent. And I told my sister I'd never like him. I never will like him. And now I'm never going to speak to him again. Because he runs his mouth about me, talks shit about me, says that I don't do nothing around here, and I'm living here like, pretty much, I'm living here rent free, he said. And I'm like, this guy's fucking delusional. I've been here for 13 years and he's going around running his mouth. If it wasn't for me, this house would not be the way it is because he doesn't do anything. See, he's a little rich, spoiled boy. See, he was brought up with a gold spoon in his mouth. So now he's gonna find out what life is like when you don't have the people who actually love you and actually care about you. Yeah, the both of them came in here today because they had dinner with him today. He hasn't bought dinner and sat down and had dinner with those kids, just the three of them, ever. This is the first time, and they're 15 and 13. And this fool says to my sister, "Oh, tonight I want to have dinner just with the kids." And my sister came over here, and we had takeout, just the two of us, and talked about everything. So my sister said, "Yeah, sure, go ahead. They're your kids. I never told you you couldn't be around them, but the kids don't want to be around him." Yeah, yeah, that's what my sister keeps saying. That thank God I'm here to help. And I told her I'm not gonna abandon you. You're my sister. These are my nephews. These are like my kids. So I've raised these kids the past 13, 15 years. They've always been in my care. That's why I'm here. He put me in this apartment. I didn't want to come here. He kicked the people out that were here because when he bought this house, there was a couple here. And he pretty much like kicked them out of here to put me here. And I said, look, I'm not coming over here. I don't want to be here. You know, I'm perfectly fine in my apartment. I love my apartment. I love where I live. I live right next to my parents, pretty much like 5 minutes away. And my dad was sick at the time, so I was like taking care of them. And then I told my sister begged me to come here, and he did too. And I was like, look, I don't want to come here. I don't want to live in this neighborhood. I like living where I live. But eventually the kids dragged me over here because the kids were like 3 and 1. When she had the second child, um, I love kids and I love my nephews, and my sister and I are really close. And so was I was close to my brother-in-law too, but unfortunately, um, that friendship deteriorated over time because of lies. Too many lies, too much deception, too much, being a hypocrite, being jealous, all those type of things. He's just a weird individual. He comes from a broken family as well. Like his family's always got problems and issues. But like you come home to me and my sister and the kids. Like you see us almost you see me almost every day. You see the kids how I interact with them. You're getting all the like, you see how you should be, but you don't want to be that way. Like you've had the perfect um learning experience from two people who weren't brought up like you, but are trying to show you how you should be and how you should be to your family and to your kids and to your wife. And he sees how I treat my sister and how my sister treats me. He sees how we deal with the kids. Like you're being shown how you can better your life and be in the same category, but you refuse not to. So now he's being left out in the cold where he belongs. Unfortunately, my sister has to deal with it. And all I know is that when it's all said and done, I know we'll all be happier not to see his face here every day. It's gotten to a point where we don't even want to look at him because he goes around saying the most craziest shit I've ever heard in my life. Just all lies. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the thing. If you believe the lies, then unfortunately, there's nothing you can do because the person's already corrupted into the lies. They believe it. But my nephews are very smart. They know, they trust me and my sister, And then it's not even so much trusting us. They look at him and say, how can we trust and love this guy after watching him disrespect my uncle and my mom, who we love more than they love us more than he does, you know? And it's just sad. But my sister's doing it at the right time because the kids are 15 and the boys are, I don't even like calling them kids. They're no longer kids, they're boys. They're teenage boys now. And you know, they're doing good. They understand now. They're at an age where divorce is a good time to deal with at that age. If they were younger, it would be worse, but they understand it because they have other kids in their school, in their class, and even when I was in school, man, people were getting a divorce left, right, and center. It's a part of life. People get married to get divorced. People live to die. People are just gonna do things, and we're humans. We make mistakes, and I always suggest people getting a divorce doesn't mean you failed. It means you woke the fuck up. You want to better your life. You thought the person was going to be better, but they weren't. You thought the person actually loved you and cared about you, but showed a different route. They changed. People change. It's life, you know. I have two sisters and a brother. I'm single, never been married, and I dated probably more than my sisters and brother. My brother's divorced 5 years, two kids, two boys. My oldest sister's still married 20 something years. She's got two boys. And my sister here, she's been married and about to get divorced, and she's got two boys. And they all tell me, Mark, don't get married. My cousin got divorced 3 years ago. My other cousin here in Bermuda, he's about to get divorced because he caught his wife cheating on him and showed me the pictures of her and the guy. He played private investigator. I don't know. Like it's crazy. This year has been a disaster for a lot of people. I've seen a lot of my friends die this year. Between last year and this year, a lot of my friends have died in their 40s, not even 40 and 40, around that age. 39, 38, 39, 42, and 41 are the ages of my four friends that have died in the past 2 years. And they're younger than me. And it's crazy, you know? Absolutely crazy. But hey, I tell people all the time, you can't be scared to die. It's a part of life. You're born to die. When you're born, the first thing you're guaranteed is death. Get over it. You'll be a spirit and you can roam around in life for the rest of your life. Yeah, alcohol is what's killed a lot of people. You know? Paige, how you doing? Thanks. Every time I wear pink, I wear it in memory of all the my cancer patients. Not patients. My cancer friends. Oh no, I'm not jabbed. Hell no. That's one thing I'll never do. I want to go away to the States so bad, but I can't. I haven't been to Boston. I haven't been to Boston for 3 years. That's my favorite place. That's my second home. January next month, January uh, January 20th will be 3 years I haven't gone to Boston because of COVID. I can't go because I'm unvaccinated. Yes, I am definitely a Celtics fan, and I'm showing the Celtics pride because they're first place. They've been first place for a couple. They've been first place for over a month, 2 months now, and they're still in first. And I'm so mad that I can't go away and watch them because I'm not vaccinated. United States is like the only country now, not the only country, but I think it's one of the only countries that still require you to be vaccinated. So unfortunately, your president, Mr. Sleepy Joe, needs to get with the program and let that shit go. Because Bermuda, we let it go last month. You can be unvaccinated and come here. It doesn't matter. Yeah. All right. Jem, take care, sweetheart. It was good seeing you. Don't be a stranger. I'm usually on around this time. And I'm glad you're doing good, sweetheart. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the thing is like some people had to get vaccinated because of their jobs, because of that's my dog snoring, by the way. She's out of control tonight. I know a lot of people, like my older sister, she's a teacher, and she had to get like all 3 shots, and she got affected by it. She still got COVID, and she got COVID pretty bad. It messed her right up. And people with important jobs had to get it. So everybody looked at me like I was crazy because I wasn't vaccinated and they didn't want to be around me. I actually lost a client because I didn't want to get vaccinated. I lost one of my main clients. And I pretty much told her where to go and how to get there. I really don't give a shit. I bet you she must feel like an idiot right now. But I don't want her back. I don't even care. People like that who disrespect me for my choice, and you're not really a good person. Hey, Brownie, yes, I just got your donation. You can ask your question when you're ready. Thank you. Yeah. Everyone I know, not everyone, but majority of the people I know that got vaccinated, they ended up getting COVID. And a lot of people who didn't get vaccinated that I know didn't get COVID. And if they did, it was just like a regular common cold. Yeah. Hey. Hey, excuse me. Yo. Look, see, I'm telling her, hey, yo, excuse me, and she's still snoring out of control. She ain't even heard me. This dog's crazy. I never seen a dog snore so damn loud and so much in my life. Like, I'm on YouTube, Diamond. Really? Trying to answer questions here, yeah? Nobody wants to hear you snoring because they're gonna think that I'm over here, like, passing gas or something. That's what it. If you don't really see her, right? She's right here. You don't really see it. People would think this guy is doing readings and passing gas at the same time. What the fuck's wrong with this guy? That's what it probably sounds like to some people. Like this guy is like crazy. What's wrong with this guy? He needs to get some Rolaids or something. See, look here. She's in a coma. And you heard me. I banged my cars and said, hey, 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 and she didn't even hear me. Honestly, I wish I can sleep like that. Somebody right next to me told me, hey, 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 and not even got up. Poor sight. She's had a rough year too. Yeah, it ain't me. Now her tail's banging the floor. She's in a big, deep mice. You hear it? Her tail. Her tail. I wish I could show it to you. Yeah. Now her tail is banging. Her tail is banging the ground. She's in a serious like. She must be eating in her dream because that's all she likes to do is eat. She's probably dreaming of food. She's probably dreaming of her favorite treats, or she's probably dreaming of like me telling her, "Hey, Diamond, hey, baby," going for a walk and seeing a chicken and trying to chase something. You know, Lord knows, I don't know. She's had a hard time. The last 12 months, we had a big renovation around here, and we put a pool in. We did this big renovation, so she was always outside. She was an outside dog, but for the past year, she's been an inside dog because of the renovation. We don't want to leave her outside by the pool just in case she fell in and drowned. So I took her in, and I said, look, I'll keep her over my apartment, and then afterwards we'll put her back. But then at nighttime, I'm like, all right, bye, Diamond, see you later. She's like, you're leaving me here, but I want to go back into my comfy, little bed and my blanket. What the fuck? No, don't leave me out here. So I left her out there for like an hour, right? And she stayed at the gate and wouldn't go nowhere. Oh, she's fixed. Yeah, she's fixed. But she does have a boyfriend. He's a little dog though. He tried to hump her the other day, but he couldn't reach. He was a little too short. But he can't do nothing anyway. He'd be useless to her. But I'm her boyfriend, She's my girlfriend. I'm her boyfriend. We love each other. I just can't deal with her snoring. So I go sleep upstairs. She's the best girlfriend in the world. She don't talk back. I don't have to wipe her ass. I don't have to do anything. I just gotta feed her, give her water, and she got a place to stay. We sleep in 2 separate beds. Yeah. All right. Okay, Brownie. Brownie said, how does Leo feel and think about me? All right, let's check. Yeah. Poor sight. No, I'm sure they would. They were Becca was in here earlier, but I haven't seen Lorraine. I had a good time in Becca's live earlier. It was pretty fun. This guy Leo Brownie, it's kind of hard. I think he likes you. I think he would like to be with you. But the thing is he feels vulnerable, but I still think that he's made a lot of mistakes, or he feels like he's going to make a mistake if he comes towards you in more of a more than a friendship, and he knows that he doesn't really want to be generous, or he doesn't want to be too kind because he feels like he's going to make a mistake, and he suspects that he will. He actually feels kind of frail, and he kind of feels vulnerable, and he's like he doesn't really think that he doesn't think that he's worthy of having a relationship or wanting to be in one. I think that he doubts himself, and I think that he puts himself in a place where he doesn't really think that he's going to get what he wants. Um, he's very reluctant and he's indecisive on making decisions. But I would say like he kind of, I would say that he kind of wishes that he was with you, but he just thinks that he might not be good enough for you, or he might not be the right person for you. I think he feels like he wants to be romantic. He feels like he wants to be, in this situation with you, but I don't know. It's just he thinks that he's too hard on himself. Like he feels like he's not gonna be right for you, or he feels like you're not gonna want him. Some guys are like that. Like they think that, oh yeah, she has this, she has that, or she's this type of person, she's that type of person. What am I gonna do for her? How am I gonna make her happy? Is it gonna fail? Is it gonna work? You know? Yeah. So Brownie, like I would say he feels like he wants to, but he just thinks he's just hard on himself, like he doesn't really want to make the leap. I don't know. I still think that he's gonna be afraid in the next from now to the next 3 months. I still feel like he's going to be afraid, and he's going to be like he feels like he can't be as faithful as he wants to be, or he thinks that it's not a faithful situation for him. Right. I still think in the next 2 to 3 months it isn't going to be anything. Like I just think that his past is like still part of his life. I feel like he's determined to have something, but he thinks that he needs to make a better choice. I think the desire is there, like the wanting to do it is there, but he just doesn't know how to do it or when to do it, or if it's even wanting if he something that he really wants to do. I think because you don't even show up here, it's just all about him. I keep getting a guy that's reversed and doesn't know what he wants. So I don't think you're much of a issue or a problem. I just think that in order for him to like really be with you, he'd have to make the final decision. He'd have to like say, okay, yeah, all right, Bronny, I'm ready now. I want you. Do you want me? Let's make this happen. Let's go. But I just don't see that happening in the next 2 to 3 months. I just still see him like just not wanting to be 100% faithful to you and to like give it a try. I just think that he's still not really. I don't think he has enough willpower and determination to do so. And another thing I see, like he reflects on his past too much, and he thinks that how am I going to make my past disappear, or how am I going to make my life better, or what can I do to actually be with Bronny, or is she going to like accept me this way, is she going to do that, is she going to say this? Like I think he wonders too much about that. Yeah. Any advice for you? I would say move on from him and deal with somebody else. Yeah. Let me tell you, if this guy doesn't give you the time of day, then there's nothing there. If you talk to him every day, then that's a different situation. If you don't talk to him at all, then there's nothing there, obviously. No answer is an answer. And if you're actually talking to him and not getting anywhere, then that's like probably why. It's because he's just scared. Yeah, if he does talk, um, and he doesn't say, "Hey, let's go out on a date," or "Let's do this," or "Let's do that," then that's pretty much your answer. Because if a guy really likes you and really wants you, he's going to date you. He's going to come after you. He's going to chase you. He's going to be like, "Okay, I want you, and I'm going to get you." But a guy who's scared is going to be like, "Okay, we're going to be friends. I'm going to maybe, hopefully, she says something, or she tells me she likes me, or she wants to go somewhere." So if you're not making any effort, then he's not going to make any effort. And if he just talks to you about regular shit, then that's probably what it's going to be between you and him regular. It's not going to be anything of any significance. And I just think that is he doesn't have enough self confidence. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah. You're welcome, Brownie. In the meantime, you know, do what you have to do, focus on yourself, and just allow it to come naturally. I know we all want now. I know we all want yesterday. We all want tomorrow. But the only thing we can do is live in the moment and see how it all pans out. But I don't think anything's gonna come about that with that guy unless he says something of that relationship aspect, which I don't see. Exactly. Yeah. Like I always say to a lot of women and men, if the woman isn't like for a man, I would say if the woman's not like calling you back or communicating back or like hinting or trying to like tell you that she wants you, then there is nothing there. And vice versa. You know, if the guy isn't calling you every day or like trying to hook up with you or get with you or take you somewhere and do something nice for you, then there's nothing there. It's just a lot of people. I think that everybody. My advice to everybody is this: let this year go. We have 16 days left before this year is gone. When December 31st midnight comes and it goes to January 1st, 2023, that's when you can start, looking forward to a great year or a good year and get rid of this year completely. Thanks. Yeah, like that's what the cards pretty much say. Like he wants to see, but he doesn't know how he's gonna do it, and he doesn't know when he can do it. And some men they just can't multitask. They just want to work, 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 make that money, and they don't care about no woman. And some women are the same way. They want their career, their life, and they're like, I don't need no man. I'm that way too. I just want to work, stay with my family. I've been broken hearted too many times. I've been in some bad relationships where it doesn't go anywhere, and I put too much effort in it, and then I end up getting screwed over, and I'm like, you know what, fuck this. I'm just gonna be by myself. Love my nephews, love my dog, love my mom and dad, love myself, and focus on my business and my life. And whoever appears, appears. Whoever doesn't, I really don't care. I'm at the age now where I haven't given up, but I've like stopped my search, and hopefully someone finds me. The thing is, while they need you, also like if that person needs time, give him the time, but in the same time, date while you wait, or just like let it go and see if by letting it go it makes a difference. Yeah, exactly. I always tell people, if you love somebody enough, you'll give them space. So if you like somebody enough, you just leave them alone and let them come back on their own time. But if you feel like you want to be with somebody like now, or you want to like keep going, don't give up an opportunity that you might miss. Because sometimes the one you think you were supposed to be with is not the right one, and you might lose out on the right one. So it's a pain in the ass. You win some, you lose some. You're damned if you do and damned if you don't. But at the end of the day, the main thing and my main advice is to love yourself. And do you think, do you do what you have to do? From what the cards say, no. The cards doesn't show me he's the one. Because if he was the one, I would have got different cards. I would have got him in an upright position, but I got him in a reverse position twice. So I would say no. When I see the one, I see like everything upright and everything like pointed to that direction. I barely see that, Bronny. That's a miracle if I see that type of stuff. I'm still waiting for a psychic to tell me, Mark, this is the one. This is the one that's gonna happen. And when that happens, I'll be the happiest person in the world. But until then, hey, I have to wait. I'm still waiting for somebody to tell me that too, Ronnie. So we'll both wait in the meantime, okay? And don't worry, you and hundreds of people that have come in here for this year alone, I've told them the same thing. And I'd say maybe 2 out of the 100, and that's no exaggeration, maybe 2 out of the 100 have a guy that they met and they're actually with them right now and they're cool with them and whatnot. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, but hopefully we find the same one at the same time. And maybe next year is our year, because I don't think this year is the right year, but maybe next year is gonna be the year, Brownie. Maybe next year is the year it's gonna happen. So let's keep our fingers and toes crossed, and let's stay hopeful. Let's be let's ask God and Spirit to help us find it and help them find us. You're welcome, Brownie. It's past midnight here. I'm gonna go get some sleep. Tonight's been very interesting and very. Last night was hardly anybody here, and then today everybody showed up. So this is just to prove every day is different. So good night. Take care. Keep working on yourself. Keep your chin up. Stay happy. Enjoy your night, and I'll see you tomorrow.